A new year is a fantastic opportunity to set some goals. That's because psychologically we feel like we're entering into a new opportunity of time. But most people make the mistake of waiting till too late to start to think about the goals they want to set for next year. And that's why in this video, I want to share with you why that's a mistake, and more importantly, some things you can do starting today to give your goals the best chance of success by starting early, thinking about those goals. So let's not waste any time. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Anthony Sani, and on #BeenThinking, I share productivity and personal development insights to help you achieve your best in life, career, and business. And on this episode, talking about why and how to start thinking about your goals for next year early on. And just a quick aside here, if you're not setting goals and you're still in the funny business of making resolutions, you might want to watch this video that talks about why goals are vastly superior to setting or making resolutions. But since you're here, here's the quick version. Goals give you an opportunity of time to work toward them, so it's about who you become at the end of the year, not you magically changing between December 31st and January 1st. And secondly, most resolutions will fail within 6 to 8 weeks of the new year. And with that happy thought out of the way, let's get into why and how you should start thinking about your goals starting today. First of all, why? The late and great Stephen Covey once said that, and I'm paraphrasing here. It's really sad if you climb the ladder of success only to find out it was leaning up against the wrong wall. I've shared that quote with you to make the point that if we don't take time to reflect on the goals we set and we jump straight away to setting those goals, we're less likely to set the right goals, the goals that really matter to us and the goals that will ultimately bring the greatest amount of fulfillment in our lives. Beyond that, setting the right goal actually makes it more likely that you will achieve that goal because you're pulling on deep resources within you, things you actually desire. And sometimes those things are so deep inside us that we need some reflection to get to them. It's only going to take you a few minutes a day. And here are 3 things I'm inviting you to reflect on. Number 1, reflect on your values. See, values are this immense source of energy, motivation, productivity that most people leave untapped. We just go about our lives doing one thing or the other, never really consulting or consolidating those things with our values. What are our values? Values are essentially a judgment we place on what's important. What's important. Values are what we value. Courage is a value. Truth is a value. Love is a value. Fairness, justice, creativity, joy, all of these are values. But most of us will gravitate toward a handful of values that matter more to us than anything else. So in your reflections, I invite you to think hard about your values. It's worth doing a quick web search on values lists and go through those lists and just highlight the ones that really jump out to you as being meaningful. And over the course of a few days, again, for just a few minutes a day, you'll be able to hone in on what you actually value. And from that moment, don't be surprised at how much better you're just going to feel. Because honestly, that exercise gives you so much insight into who you are and what matters to you that in itself is worth the entire price of admission for this video. Which, if you're watching the video for free, which you most likely are, take that with a grain of salt. It's worth a lot more than zero. Is all I'm saying. Number 2, I invite you to reflect on your mission. See, your values are going to begin to indicate to you what your mission is. And I know that might sound daunting. A mission sounds like this huge thing, right? That maybe only superheroes or really large corporations or NGOs go after. But the truth is, every individual can benefit from having a mission. A mission doesn't mean that you quit your job or that you turn your entire life upside down. On the contrary, having a mission that aligns with our values can direct and enhance how we do the work we have, not just today, but how we plan for our future. And this is just so much more effective than just leaving everything to guesswork. It's really about designing your future in a way that pulls in all the dimensions of your being into achieving success. This is something I have personally been thinking about so much. With all the speaking, writing, coaching, I had to come to a point where, yeah, these are things I'm doing. I feel like I'm making an impact in the world, and they do align with my values, but what's my mission? I had to get very clear over the course of this year about what my mission is and what kind of energy I want to carry into next year. What's going to be my target? How am I going to express that mission in the new year? And I invite you to do the same. So if your values are what's important to you, then your mission is what you want to do about it. And that mission need not be purely about making a change to other people. It could also be about making a change in your own life. Again, you can do a quick Google search for how to write a mission statement and you'll find tons of resources. But I'll give you 2 quick tips here that will help you come up with a mission that's meaningful. Number 1, make sure that mission speaks to something you honestly desire. Most people make the mistake of wanting to write a mission that is just so selfless. Oh, it is just so nice and so great for the world, but it sucks for them. Make sure your mission has meaning and fulfillment for you. Otherwise, it's not likely you're going to find it very fulfilling. But if you've done the work of aligning it with your values, this is less likely a problem. And number 2 is the opposite. Your mission ideally should make an impact in the lives of others. As much as it's tempting to be selfish, true power can be unleashed when we start to help and serve others. And one of the best ways to attract value for yourself is to create value for other people. All right, so values and mission. The third thing that I invite you to reflect on what happened last year. A lot of people don't harness the lessons of their past in moving forward to their future. And while you don't want to get bogged down by the mistakes of the past, there are lessons there. For example, how did the goals of this current year go for you? Did you achieve them or didn't you achieve them? Either way, there are lessons in there. If you achieved some goals but not others, what was it about those goals that helped you achieve them? And for the goals you didn't achieve, well, what was it about those goals that you think made you not achieve them? That information is valuable as you go forward and plan your goals for next year. But let's do a quick recap. Number 1, again, is reflecting on your values. Number 2 is reflecting on your mission. And number 3, reflecting on how last year went. Reflecting on these 3 things and getting clarity on them will put you in a position to begin to set some strong goals going into next year. And in the next video, I'm going to share with you some categories that you could plug those goals into, and also some tips in each category to help you get started. But while you're waiting for that video, check out this set of videos right here about goal setting and how to achieve your goals, and I hope that helps you. Until next time, bye for now.